Welcome to Things You Don't Learn in School. Today, we're going to talk about why you should take care of your life. When you get the realization that you only get one life and it's not a rehearsal, it's not a preview, but just one shot, you'll, uh, you'll care about how you live. You'll give thought to how you live it. And how you live it determines not just what you experience, but what you leave behind. Every day you are writing your legacy. I love this song by Randy Travis, The Three Wooden Crosses. And he says that there are three wooden crosses by the sideway. I can't remember the lyrics of that song, but I'd like you to go and check it out. But it's very reflective because he ends up by saying in the chorus, it's what you leave behind that matters. And we live in a generation that glorifies neglect of the body, the mind, and even the soul. It's busy chasing likes, hustling for money, and copying lifestyles that are not aligned to purpose and assignment. And that is slowly killing us. But truth is, if you don't take care of your life, no one will. I'd like you to understand that your life is not random. Psalms 139 verse 14 says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That means God didn't just throw you on earth to exist. He crafted you. Your existence is intentional. And when you neglect yourself, physically, mentally, and spiritually, you're disrespecting the giver of that life. You can't serve God, your purpose, or your generation if you're broken down, lazy, sick, or distracted. So taking care of your life is not about self-obsession. It's stewardship. You were entrusted with this body, this mind, and the soul. One thing you need to know is that the devil doesn't need to kill you to destroy you. He just needs you to neglect yourself long enough that you self-destruct. We see in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 3 says that a man's folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. When you stop taking care of your health, you open the door for disease. When you stop guarding your mind, you become prey to confusion and depression. When you stop feeding your spirit, you dry up inside, even while smiling in public. So what do we call neglect? I define neglect as slow suicide, and especially neglect of self. And most people are dying slowly, blaming everyone else for what they refused to maintain. And you need to understand this, that your life is not just about you. There are people tied to your existence. Your family, your future children, the people you're meant to impact. And this we see in Romans chapter 14 verse 7 that says, for none of us lives for ourselves alone, and none of us dies for ourselves alone. When you don't care for yourself, and you don't take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you are robbing others of the version of you that could have inspired or saved them. You're supposed to be a vessel, not a victim. A channel through which God's will flows, not a cautionary tale of wasted potential. I remember Miles Monroe once said that the wealthiest place on earth is the grave because it hosts people who died with a lot of potential that was unlived, books that were never written, songs that were never sung, companies that were never started, and businesses that were never initiated. You're supposed to be a victim. You're not supposed to be a victim. You're supposed to be a channel. I'm reiterating that point. You're supposed to be a channel that out of it flows the life of God to others. Self-care is not vanity. It's discipline. And we see this in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 to 20, that says that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. That means sleeping well, eating right, staying fit, keeping boundaries, praying, reading, thinking. All that is spiritual warfare. Because every time you master yourself, you silence the chaos that wants to master you. Remember, I repeat this. Every time you master yourself, you silence the chaos that want to master you. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is overrated. Discipline yourself. Wake up early. Set up the alarm clock. Maybe even at 4. Pray before you scroll your phone. Drink water, enough of it. And how will I know that you don't drink water? I just need to check the color of your urine, man. Think before you speak, because your words carry weight. Work on your craft. Keep learning. Forgive often. The reason why Jesus told us to forgive 7 times, 70 times is because we will always be offended by human beings. We will always be offended. And I'm telling you, if you live with people, you'll always find a reason to be offended. So your heart should always be ready to forgive. Because everything you neglect today becomes the regret of tomorrow. Taking care of your life means honoring the time, energy, and purpose God placed in your hands. Remember that time lost can't be regained, but life maintained can be multiplied. So maintain your life that you can multiply it. So here's the question. What are you doing with your life? Just think about it. I'm not in a hurry to finish this vlog. What are you doing with your life? Ask yourself again. What am I doing with my life? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Are you building it or are you burning it? As we take stock of our finances, as we take stock of the activities of the day, take stock of your life as well. Take care of your life, your mind, your body, your soul, because that's your first ministry. When you are healthy, focused, and aligned with God's purpose, you become unstoppable. Pursue alignment. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't fulfill purpose in a broken vessel. Take care of your life, because that's the only life you've got. This is things you don't learn in school. Don't just like, subscribe, leave it. Share it with someone who needs to wake up and take charge of their life. And remember, intentional living is important than living on drifts. Choose this day to be a navigator and not a drifter. Have a good day.